Let's do it
Okay, then let's continue. So,
Power?
okay, go ahead, discuss.
Are we
Alright.
regaining any?
All right, so we get back together. All right, nothing particular has come up on my end.
Actually, hold on. First, we should roll to see if there's anyone who's obviously watching us.
Yeah.
That's up to you guys. I
Yeah.
don't have it,
Yeah.
so just roll it
I
if you
should
feel
do
like
it.
it.
Go ahead and roll your clear
Hidden difficulty,
sights.
right? Hidden
Yes,
difficulty.
hidden
says it,
difficulty.
right?
And true fate for Demi at 6. Yes, 2 willpower regains.
And 5 successes.
And your willpower
Oh.
or your fate separately. And
top.
don't see anyone this time. They might have already done the damage.
Don't
Maybe.
matter.
If they were here.
Okay, they were here last time, and you didn't see them last time either. Okay,
I
doesn't matter.
don't worry, guys. It's fine.
Yeah,
Keep going. So,
just go.
I've mainly just been focusing on trying to get used to the whole having a job kind of deal for the week. How's everyone else's stuff been going?
I have been doing my normal job. There might be an individual that pays a bit too much attention.
What individual?
It's the head nurse. She seems to find a reason to be next to me when I'm
Not next to you, within eyesight. And when you come up to the floor to look in on the, patients that are essentially recovering.
okay to be.
Oh.
Because, you
That's
keep
odd.
poking around there. So, yes, she has a reason for watching you. Still a bit weird,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, I.
Suspicious, yes.
It's suspicious. It's nothing.
She didn't approach you at all, did she?
I believe not.
Common sense says still, you are the new guy, and you are showing more attention than is usual.
Yeah. Okay. No, it seems.
Then again, she is watching you come up there.
And again, I.
Only there
are.
or other places than there?
Other places too. It's already been mentioned.
Yeah, she doesn't go out of her way to track him throughout the hospital, but when they are, within the same conflict, she keeps an eye on him casually, yes.
And she seems to be there more often than she should be. That's basically it.
That's a good question.
It's hard to tell, because I think a lot of doctors and nurses might get paid by shifts, so maybe she just needs the money.
Yep.
She does seem to work quite a bit, but not out of line with someone who just has expenses or wants to save up money for something or has loans.
Yep.
Or has a second person that they're supporting.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Whatever
too.
reasons why she's down a lot. But the fact of the matter is she's interested in you, and we've already ID'd that there are that it's possible
Possibly vampires there.
Yeah, I cannot be exactly sure, but it seems weird.
It sounds like they might have managed to actually start getting a hold of maybe possible hunter presence in the hospital already.
Lorraine.
I also noticed something weird about the hospital when I looked it up. Since it
What was
did
that?
seem something about their employments. Something doesn't add up. I'm missing something. I should have another person, or somebody's being multiple people.
So you already have the records?
Yeah.
Do you know what the head nurse's name is?
I probably do, right?
David?
Yeah, I probably do. Like they have the labels
Yes,
and everything.
you would have been able to find out easily enough without arousing suspicion. Yes.
No,
Mainly because early job meet and greet stuff. Yeah.
I give the name.
I bring up her papers.
Okay. Still, give me
Friends, Craftable? I'm guessing you are.
I'm Franz. Yeah.
Thought so. But yeah, friends, make sure let's bring up her record, see if anything weird about hers particularly.
Still, give me unlikely luck to see if there is some hole they have forgotten, if she is one of them.
God damn it.
That 10 there, though.
Why?
Oh, man.
Why do you fuck me so hard?
It's
know-
not about fucking you.
I'm just referring to that.
Let's let
You
let's
know-
let Chris talk.
We don't know if high or low was bad for that.
Yeah.
So
You got like 5 successes on investigation there, didn't you, Kraft?
he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then going through her stuff, she does seem to take a few more night shifts than would be quite normal for someone of her rank in the hospital hierarchy, but who knows? Does seem like hints are piling up around her, though.
I think we have a lead, a good one.
So with that many shifts, probably not the vampire themselves. Probably somebody that's either dominated or ghouled.
Yeah, like
One of
the
these
majority
ghouls.
of her shifts are still in daylight. It's just that, you might expect the head nurse to take, what, like 2 shifts at night per month?
Yeah.
She's more like 1.5 every week, kind of thing,
Has the ability to pick it.
What was Steele's character again? Fucking David. David, how? Actually, we also have the records. I'm just gonna ask like this: how old is the head nurse?
I could probably just size up from the look, right?
Give perception. Wait, you have medicine. I'll let you substitute medicine for that. So perception, medicine, 6.
I mean, I have the records. Shouldn't the age be on the record?
The
Oh,
idea
no, that's
is
not
to
what we're checking,
compare, Craft. The idea is to
Yeah.
compare.
As ghouls
Right.
don't age.
Yeah, you give them the approximate age. She seems to match up with the records. If she's a ghoul, hasn't been for more than, well, with Steele's roll, probably not more than a decade or so.
Yeah, he gives us a very, very general. Yeah, it's like maybe.
Yeah,
30?
exactly.
I was gonna,
I hate
besides
my
that, I
life.
was also going to see like, is she an old lady at this point? Like maybe 50,
No.
45? How old?
No, she's
We wouldn't be
middle-aged.
able to tell that from these records. All we could tell is her time of employment. Maybe date of birth.
Yeah,
if it's
date
on
of,
there,
date
but
of birth
usually that
would be
wouldn't
on there.
All right.
Because mostly why I'm asking if she's an older person and she's taking extra shifts, she might be tired out a little bit, and that's why I want to ask Steele if he has noticed her. Does she look worn out? Maybe.
She is.
That would sound more like a previous role
She
already
is
done.
not that old. She's middle-aged. She's.
Another question. Does she look overworked?
Not exceptionally. Give me a perception empathy roll on that subject at 6. Well, honestly, she does seem to work hard, and it seems like she is, being very careful with the patients under her care. And, trying to actually be a good medical professional.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We're about to kill a very
So-
humane Malk.
As if I care about that. I have
Yeah,
conviction.
as if Epic or the rest of the society cares.
I mean, it looks to give a shit about patients.
I mean, Steele might not agree to this as he learns more about her, but me,
That's the
this is,
initial.
At this
this is gonna be
point-
a dead man.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like I don't think that Epic really cares. And if as long as Steel can give him a target, I don't think Epic cares what kind of vampire he's going after.
Probably not.
So
So after we get
I
all
then
this
go and look at Franz. So I think you should look into this gal particularly. See who might be connected to her, where her finances are going.
I'm going to look over to
Yes.
Epic's character. I'm not even going to fucking say that name. And just go like,
I am Lothar. You will call me by my name.
Roll
Lothar
initiative.
Armin Theophil Gunther.
Roll initiative, the both of you.
No. Just call him Theo. It's fine.
so what I was actually going to ask, like, so should we start preparing anything or just wait until friends find some things?
Well, with it being a ghoul, we really want to find some kind of connection to anyone else, and she's pretty public. So taking her in and doing anything would probably be a bad idea.
You have a
Yeah,
tenuous
basically
lead
try and
on
find
one
anything.
vampire. You are not ready to strike, Demi.
Yeah, we're
no.
not.
So yeah, just try and find anyone that she's particularly connected to. We can keep checking her records, see if anything has changed over these months or years. Just look for any sudden changes and recommend requests of shift trades, anything like that.
That's
Particularly for the night.
her night shift specifically and what she does and where her money goes. Why does she need so much money? She seems to need.
Things like that, yes.
Asking Chris now, when we in Armon were walking, you did say something like, I'm not sure if this was just sarcastic, like we actually felt it in our souls or something, but
No,
did
you
was
did not
sarcastic.
pick up anything.
Okay.
He
So
was not being
unfortunately, our
serious,
attempt to-
Demi.
Yeah, our
Yes.
attempt to find any more info on the lead we found with the animal attacks it hasn't panned out so far.
Damn.
I'm not surprised. They're probably pretty decent at hiding, and
The
I don't think I must focus on
parks
wilderness.
in particular would be more about weird hobos, especially at night, which attracted your attention.
Yeah.
Animal attacks were more around in the near the farms kind of thing, little ways out of
That's fair.
town. So just an FYI.
Oh yeah, that's fair. So it could be we could end up we could go in expecting a gangrel and run into a Malkavian. Joy.
Or you could go in and run into a Garou that's like, I'm the last protector. Cairn. Prepare to die.
Yeah,
Well,
that
luckily,
could happen.
most of the time, humans get ignored by Guru unless we
Yeah.
get too close to the cairn. Then we're fucked. But
You are on conviction, you are charged with supernatural rage, and you're batshit crazy.
I will punch you to death.
I mean, I'm on humanity, so
The question is, how much humanity does the stench of all the
7.
murder hang around you?
no, I'm at 7 humanity and 4 conscience.
He's humane.
Yeah, I don't know about Demi though.
I'm
That's the
unconvinced.
big question. Yeah, no, I think you'd be fucking ran into Garo.
Plot
I think
twist,
I chose a good
Plot
location
twist.
for this city.
The nurse.
As a bouncer with conviction, I look confident as fuck. Not very social though.
Plot twist, the nurse is a Malkavian in Golconda. You're all already fucked.
I'm not sure my fists work on vampires in Galcanta.
They wouldn't. It would count as lethal to them.
That would be fucking hilarious. We
I
go
don't
in
know.
expecting to.
She's
Oh,
like,
man.
die, monster! I will purge you to defend mankind! Wait, what? Bags extend,
I
jumps.
defend mankind, monster.
Oh my goodness, that'd be hilarious.
And then I'm just
The
sitting
two
there
people
with
that
my-
stand just outside of humanity fight for the fate of humanity.
No.
Oh,
And then
man.
it's just me, just standing, at the corner with the medkit, waiting to treat whoever is need after the fight.
You know, I think at that point, she would finish off the target and turn you, because you have the right attitude.
The conviction guy has the right
my
attitude.
character. Like that would
No,
totally be my
turn
character.
Steel's character, not maybe Epic.
Because
So,
I think
he's crazy.
let's
Yeah.
get back into the game. I have 10 minutes
yeah.
left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
back into the
I think we should now focus our efforts particularly on the hospital for the moment then. So those who are available, just try and investigate what you can, see if anything weird goes on in general.
Should I try
For example,
divine?
who is Demi's character? Fuck.
Snip.
Yep.
if,
Alright,
if you want to
James?
divine something, feel free to craft.
So James,
in
why
this
don't you see about renting like maybe a nearby, apartment or anything from across the hospital? See if you can scope it out. You start going. I love how I'm now in the leader position again. Yay! It's fine, no status.
I mean,
That's your default position, Epic. You seem to find your way to it even if you don't start as it.
you have hunter
Shit.
tactics. You technically have the most experience with it.
Yeah, that's also true.
I just literally realized that when I was talking like this. Here's your position. You go do this. You go do this. You go do this. Okay.
You
And
always done
that is
That's
why
the thing.
the elders are seriously contemplating just shooting you or throwing you at an elder, either or.
All right.
Because
So,
you find your way
yeah.
to power whether or not you start out.
You can get to try and assassinate the Prince of Boston when that comes up.
Yay. All right. So,
Uh.
Franz, you look particularly into the head nurse. See what you can find over the next week or so. Let's see. Who else can do anything in particular?
Probably
I don't
me.
think anybody.
Do you want
What do
any
you
special-
focus on?
Me? I'm more of an unofficial detective, honestly. Then I'm not officially affiliated with anyone right now.
Wasn't that Franz? I thought Franz was.
I am a private detective.
Yeah,
I'm
Franz is a
actually-
PI. I'm a private citizen, not a private detective.
Oh, you go help
That's what I
Franz
think.
out then if that's if you're
All
pretty
right.
decent at that.
Yeah.
See if what you can dig up
Sounds like a
about the
plan.
gal, any
Yeah.
connection she has, things like that. You scope the place out. You keep acting like normal.
Yeah. Just going to keep doing my thing.
And then I will go and continue acting as normal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, Epic, do you want to handle going to the Fight Club before you go? Do you have
Yeah,
time?
let's try and do that real quick.
Okay. So, let's see. Give me a straight luck die.
Great luck. Here we go.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a
Ooh.
perception brawl.
Oh, okay. So I'm actually not bad at it
Bruja's fighting.
because my perception sucks ass. But I'll spend a willpower point just so you know.
Uh-huh.
4 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not what I focus on, but hey, that's all good.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. You are very good at brawl, and you're pretty sure that one of the women fighting, one
5
of those
brawl, my brother.
blows, there should have been a few cracked ribs there. She just shrugs it off and punches the dude's face in.
Oh no.
I think we might have found the Bruja as well.
Oh, no.
Lothar went and found the Bruja.
She seems to be a
That
crowd
message,
favorite. You know, fighting a man twice her size.
Jesus Christ.
Epic going wreck her ass.
And she wins by brute forcing him down, right? She doesn't win by, technique or
No,
martial
she
arts.
fights with technique. She doesn't just do raw strength. But, she made it look like it was nothing of a blow, but it's because you have, fucking amazing brawl that you even got the roll. And
Yay.
because you rolled a 10 and the situation came up, and like everything aligned there for you. That's why you were able to tell.
Everything aligned, and we just found the brouhaha.
Yeah. That roll, or rather that blow, yeah, you're pretty sure that that would have done some damage at that angle.
Ah.
She makes
Well.
it look like a graze, but it wasn't a fucking graze.
Ow. That must have hurt a shit ton.
Goes up to her after the match. Are you okay, lady? Do you need some medical attention?
That would be
Out of clan Auspex roll. Takes off running
Yeah.
celerity.
Yeah. Your sparkly hands make a fucking dash.
So,
shiny.
with her being a crowd favorite and everything, I'm actually going to go, dude, who is that?
just like to one of the people
Yeah,
around.
Totally.
yeah. You know what? Give me Charisma Subterfuge at a 3.
Okay, but I do decrease it by 1. I'm isolated upbringing.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a
Spend our
chance.
willpower point.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Charisma subterfuge?
Yes.
Okay. This is not what I focus on, but it is such a... It is the perfect kind of thing to say in this situation, and you
Yeah.
know it.
It really is.
It really is.
4 successes!
Yep.
What the-
Whoever was watching did not notice. You're good.
Didn't you spend a willpower or?
Yes.
I did!
Yes.
They,
Okay,
success.
so
they
there's-
give you a name, and you now have a name.
Hmm.
Oh, this is a
Alright.
great way to
I
go.
think we just ID'd the brouhaha. Oh man.
She was just
Oh.
having a good, wholesome, fun experience, you assholes, and now you're gonna try and kill her. What is wrong with you?
She's a
That's good
vampire. She's a
public
stain
speaking.
according to the she's a stain on the heavenly firmament according to God.
She is part of the race that once killed my family. She will
That's
be
it.
killed.
Well, Humanity 5, I guess you can.
Also, like the whole vampires drink blood thing and tend to murder. Like the fact of the matter is, though, you've given us a really eclectic mix of vampire humanities. Like at this point, you've basically all but told us that the Malk is like humanity 8 or 9.
It's irrelevant. She has
Yeah,
data.
it's relevant
matter.
to us, but
So, so could I handle experience real quick right before I leave?
Experience is gonna be flat 4 per session.
4 per session. Okay.
Damn, that's a
Or-
lot. A lot.
There we go. Let's see. Anything I want to spend that on? Probably perception. Maybe charisma. I think charisma, personally.
yeah, I had a
Probably-
feeling you'd sacked all but 1 dot in those. Just had a
You
feeling.
can up charisma. You have been getting to know
Okay.
your co-workers for 2 weeks now.
Yay.
Mhm.
All right, I have 4 charisma.
Turns out it's a
Ooh.
Toreador whose art is the noble art of fisticuffs.
Yeah, there are a bunch of different things any clan can be. It's just the most likely that there's a that it's a
I mean,
vamp.
it's
or that's a Bruja vamp.
totally not the Nosferatu, right?
Almost certainly not.
Almost the
knock
only
out
way
both
it's a
of the options.
Nosferatu is if they're old. Being able to pull up the face mask thing is obfuscate 4.
It's
And-
3.
No,
3
Right. My mistake.
It's 15
And-
experience.
And I would, just as an out of character thing, make it easier if it's a single mask that you assume often rather than one you're assuming on the spot. So if you were practiced at taking particular shape, it would get easy eventually.
Okay, sweet. All right. So, I need to get going.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. See ya.
I will totally bring this up at the strategy meeting.
So
if
you're
we
not
ever
gonna
want-
follow her immediately and try for stealth kill. Actually,
Why would I do that right now?
oh my fucking god, before you go, Vengeful was what roll?
Oh
It
no.
was a willpower point if I want to resist it.
Yeah, because you have to spend a willpower point there because you are drawn to follow her when she leaves and kill her.
I'm not doing it without preparation, but I will kill her one day.
That being said, you can get that point back for discovering her in the first.
Ding ding. All right. Presumably, I'll get 2 more eventually as well during the week, maybe.
Yeah.
So, all right. Hey.
Yeah. So,
I think that went well.
Yeah, Epic found a lead. A decent one, unlike Steel getting fucked.
Yeah.
Well, he found it with no risk to himself. Steele technically found a lead as well. He's just also put himself into kind of a bad position.
And I was told the possible danger, so I'm toning down.
Okay, so who wants to go next? Raftaru?
Sure, why not?
Hey, Aru, are you gonna be walking in the parks again?
No, we're not doing the park things. Your job is to scope out the. Kraft and I are trying to hunt down information on the head nest that we've ID'd as likely a ghoul.
Do any of you know how to find a good apartment? I think I'm bad at finding apartments.
Okay, well, the two of you... the base for this is gonna be 8 because the details you're specifically looking for are kind of small and easy to miss. So one of you can take the lead and the other can assist.
I got
What's the
6
roll?
dice.
What's the roll?
Investigation, perception.
I have 7 dice on that. I'm better at finding things than you, Kraft. Let me take the lead. I'm also going to spend a willpower.
Righty. Then give me the roll.
Difficulty 8, right?
Yep.
I'll spend
There
the
we go.
willpower too.
Okay.
All right,
so
that's
another
5
success.
total successes.
Yep. Well, there's not a lot necessarily to find, but like 2.5, 3 years back, there was a slight shift in her behavior. She seems to be communicated with some of her family members a bit less, and that's when she started taking a few extra night shifts. And other than that, her house, we're able to take a careful look at it. Doesn't seem exceptionally big. She has like a couple of cats. In terms of finances, does not seem like she's funneling that into anything special. You do discover that she does have a savings account carefully squirreled away, and most of the money that she's getting from the extra night shift seems to be going in there.
So either she's doing the night shifts for another reason, or she's saving up for something big.
Either or, yes. Might just be a nest egg for a vampire if he needs to leave in a hurry.
Yeah.
It might be her doing what anyone with money would do. Have a peaceful life after.
Or it might be a retirement plan. That too.
Yeah.
Like,
There are a couple of different things.
not
But-
that suspicious. It's
Yeah,
not that
But with the
rare.
5,
Yeah.
you are able to identify that she did have a noticeable behavioral shift at a specific point in time, which suggests that, she might actually be a ghoul.
All right.
She started doing stuff she didn't do before, like
the night shifts and like drifting out of contact with some of the relatives she was a little closer to before then. That kind of thing. Subtle signs. Easy to miss, hence the high difficulty. So it's like picture drawn very faintly, but it does set a semi-clear pattern. She isn't feeding the vampire from her own finances almost certainly, but
Yeah.
She's not spending everything she earns either.
Yep.
She's saving up for something.
The
Or
mouth
just
wants a
being
nuke.
poor. Of course he does. He or she, I
Yeah,
don't
man.
fucking know, but yeah.
Yeah.
You do, in tracking her, see her out in the daylight several times, in case that affects your decisions. Just as an FYI.
Yep.
If we never saw her out in daylight, that would be suspicious, yes.
Okay, so, Steel, while we're on hospital business.
Wait a bit.
Okay, so Steel is getting hypnotized right now.
Roll hidden rolls in the background. How fucked is Steel?
Okay.
Completely good to know.
Here. People, family.
I mean, don't forget I do have tick 1, so I can detect if someone's like scrying me or something.
There's a lot of clairvoyance on you right now. Wait, what? The 3 elders look at you like,
Hey,
So
How
Steel,
can we best use this mortal pawn in our plans? Like, if there's an elder looking at me, it's evaluation for use, either
Yes,
use it
please.
as a pawn or something.
so you're in the hospital. What do?
just doing what I always do.
Okay, give me an unlikely luck. Okay,
There's that 6 and 10 again.
Let's see. Want a couple of rolls from you because you're in the deepest shit here. Let's see. Why don't you give me a manipulation subterfuge roll?
20.
Difficulty 5, because one of the people that is trying to get to know you better is said head nurse. Because you've been there for a while, and probably one night after the shift, it's like, you know, like, hey, we should go out for drinks. You want to join us, new guy? You really should, etc.
Do it.
Do I
Yeah.
want to spend
I mean, it's a good
willpower?
chance to get close, if nothing else.
You're gonna regain it anyways.
How
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a willpower on this.
All right.
See.
Let me note it down. What?
That was charisma expression. And unfortunately, you're also imbibing alcohol.
Oh, fuck.
So
Shit.
you end up sitting up with the nurse into the wee hours Steel. Pick up another point of suspicion, and
What?
as you're heading back, you're not entirely sure you might have not have let something slip that wasn't entirely consistent with your alternate identity.
Well, I was careful. How the fuck did I binge on that shit?
Because social settings let your guard down, which is exactly
Yes.
why she took you there.
Or if you can be a party pooper, and you can very carefully avoid drinking virtually anything, in which case you still get a point of suspicion for not joining
Yeah.
in.
I am
there was no way that you were getting out of this.
So I cannot just drink bad responsibly, right?
She
It is
got
very easy to
7
move forward.
successes on charisma expression to be friendly.
That's a bit too much to have.
Yeah, no, you were either getting rip-roaring drunk or you were going to arouse suspicion. Either way.
It's like if
Yeah.
she wanted, she could have gone home with your balls in her pocket.
Mhm.
Yeah, fine. Fucking dice.
She spent willpower on this. She wanted to
I
get close
know,
to you.
but her dice is what the fuck.
She's trying to identify if you're a good recruit for her.
You know,
for her
some
master.
nurses are likable. they try to get on with people, especially the ones that care. They tend to be good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, true, fine.
Mhm.
But
Actually, no, that wasn't charisma expression. That was charisma empathy. You talked a lot about how much you care about helping people.
Yeah.
She was actually being
And-
genuine as well with that.
Uh-huh.
and I would
So
probably-
congrats. You may have just marked yourself for ghouling by the Malkavian.
I mean,
Uh,
salary. But yeah, I would totally be like, yeah, I like to help you on that's why I'm going a bit further.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I would
you were
totally-
careful, and you probably didn't reveal anything catastrophic because of it. I'm just saying, you do get
Yeah,
a
I
tick of
know.
suspicion, and you can be sure that you didn't reveal something, because the booze and the friendship was flowing freely that night.
Yeah, I was just, shoved into a corner. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. It's just dice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And she's fucking awesome at it.
She was
Yeah, the
gonna
dice
try
decreed you
here.
were getting shit-faced that day.
4 and 4, like holy fuck.
She's good. She's a head nurse for a
Yeah,
reason.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was obvious that she
The
give
extra
me
mile.
perception empathy to see just how much you realize of how carefully she orchestrated this. Because this might give you additional clues as to just how dirty she is.
What difficulty?
Just a flat. Unless,
In other words, he's hiding the actual difficulty.
yeah, you're not sure who suggested the drinks, but she certainly seemed very enthusiastic about it, and, she stayed near you and chatted you up. This was, she wanted to get to know you specifically.
That's curious and suspicious and well on everything else.
That being said, Steel, you have 4 dots of alternate identity. It can probably withstand this. So you're still safe-ish.
Ugh.
So burning that identity with the vamps would really suck.
Yeah, it would.
So, meanwhile, Demi, you wanted to investigate the local gangrel feeding ground.
No. I was gonna go and do my job as told, and that is try to find a good, nice apartment that overlooks the hospital, rent it out a little bit, and scout out the hospital. Scope it out, boys.
Okay. Let's see, this sounds like a manipulation or wits investigation to do it without arousing suspicion. That or stealth. Either or. However you
Same
slice it, it's
dice.
the same dice, yes. So just roll that 6. Do not fuck it up too badly.
I'll spend willpower. This is for the greater good. Oh god.
So glad you spent that willpower, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those combination of tens and ones.
yeah, with the 1, the landlord asks if you found work in the hospital or whatever, but just shrugs when you give whatever answer you give.
Janitor.
If you wanted,
Well,
that's not a bad option.
yeah, he just
Yeah.
goes, I guess I could recommend you some night courses if you ever want to get a better job.
That'd be lovely.
Sure. A couple days later, he slides like a brochure under your door.
Fucking rude.
Perfect.
Oh, man.
Anyways, should I roll a perception alertness or perception investigation to scout out the hospital actually now?
How closely do you want to scout it out? Are you just looking from ahead? Are you trying to figure out entrances, exits? What's the game plan here?
Well, first of all, I'd like to investigate from my actual apartment. That's why I got it for.
Okay.
And just and investigate a little bit of everything. First the entrances, exit, where there is things, and how the staff, are working basically.
Okay.
If there's anybody else
I would
suspicious.
say that in-depth investigation from all angles would require go into the next week, but you can certainly roll perception alertness at say a 6 to see if anything weird is going on.
Okay. Yep. Whew.
That is a roll. That is very much a roll.
Yeah.
That's what.
Give me a
That's
straight
almost-
luck roll, Demi.
Oh!
Damn it!
Why?
Never lucky. All skill, no luck. That's my.
You know, the ambulances here, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of emergencies in this town, but you see like 1 or 2 arrive with flashing lights on occasion. Nothing in particularly exceptional, as you're not familiar with hospital work, but it seems like a relatively normal pattern, so the vamp influence here must be relatively subtle if it's there.
Fair enough. Okay then.
Or maybe they just take the body.
The fuck?
Haru broke.
No, my hand. I was fidgeting. I'm fidgeting around, and my hand slipped. No, it's just really hot in my room, and I'm fidgeting around
Yeah.
because of it.
Demi, if you had rolled better, I was gonna give you a really juicy lead, but the luck roll fucked you. There was nothing there to see.
All skill, no luck. I know.
So you're
Was he
eagle-eyed.
gonna
You
run into
see
the actual
everything.
Moldavian?
God
You
damn it.
see everything, but there was nothing to see.
I know, right?
Actually,
Oh man.
why don't you give me a clear sight roll along with your true faith thing, Demi, for resisting?
Oh god.
Okay. Yeah, difficulty 6 since it's hidden.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then 2 at 6.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Whenever fucking
Technically, this is a
succeeded.
contested roll against him.
Okay, let
At a
me
hidden
roll
difficulty,
something.
so-
Yeah.
Demi, that,
No, you see nothing.
Demi, that true faith though, you have never succeeded on it.
I know, and it is the third time at like half difficulty. God damn it, there's normal
The-
difficulty.
The 4th time it will be a bodge and you will lose one.
You know, on true faith, when you botch, a vamp sinks his fangs into your neck because you failed to ward him off.
Yikes.
Yeah, like true faith is really fucking powerful if you know what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. If you know what you're
Jackalor
trying to-
fought off the Prince of Springfield with it as a neonate. Fucking cunt.
Yep.
Amazing.
That does remind me of that one Jackalor moment. 2 hunters. Axe doesn't work. Spam Deus Volt with the crosses and back him into a fucking alley.
They're like, Deus Volt, Deus Volt, Deus Volt, Deus Volt, Deus Volt, Deus Volt.
Yeah.
That's when I...
Comes
That-
back and we ask him, what's with all the fucking cross burn marks? Oh, it's nothing.
You know, that day, I was gonna like... I could give him an easy way out of it. It might be the kind thing to do. But random chance conspires against you because there's an earthbound under this city. And you need to learn someday that sometimes you just have to run, you stupid cunt. It's been more than a year.
Jackalor doesn't retreat.
Yep, he keeps trying to attack them, and the hunters just keep 1 step forward, presses cross hit face, drives him back, other steps forward, presses cross, burns him, drives him
Yeah.
back.
I mean, that's a lesson I learned very early. Is sometimes you just gotta get out of there.
Yeah.
Jackalor needs it hammered into his face. Apparently.
Yeah.
Has it not stunk in for him yet?
He leapt at the mage.
That was at the very
Fair
start of his
point.
career, Steel. He has
Uh,
outgrown that.
He
So,
left
so he
at
does.
the-
So he
That-
isn't in the
still,
note.
that
not one
was
step
like-
back?
No.
The 5th session
I'm
of
not saying-
Springfield. Fuck's
No,
sake.
I'm referring to the other leaping.
That was me leaping at a werewolf.
Yeah, what the
What's
Not
fuck?
that one. The
Deal.
one with the tail
Oh.
of claws.
Stop being bad. Stop being
Bad.
bad.
Stop.
Dracula won the Tail of Claws. He died last.
No, Naxi didn't die at all. Remember, or am I thinking of something different?
No, that was the next
Everybody
one that
died.
Nyaxi didn't die.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, Tail of Claws. You know, we found that Sedite Elder. We one-shotted him or some bullshit like that. They started eating him on the spot instead of running away.
Yeah. And Jack had
Dracula killed them both.
character. Yeah.
Oh.
And then
Jack
both of
Lord
them.
was the traitor with his second character all along.
Yeah. I'm
I
referring.
mean,
to
Jackalor was always the traitor. If you don't suspect Jackalor is a traitor, then
Let's
you're
keep
doing
going.
something.
I need to be
But yeah,
going
anyways.
soon. Almost
Well,
midnight.
honestly, I think we've covered pretty much everything, and we start next
Yeah.
session with the next group meeting, so we can wrap up here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
for
okay.
XP to
Yeah.
everyone, does anyone want to buy anything? Steel, since you need to go.
How much is it to raise the charisma?
4 times current.
Yeah, I will take a second thought on that.
Go ahead, you may. Oh, the basics of finance, you say. If you had something to help you learn, yes. As is you're in the process of picking it up, I would say you would need at least one more painful encounter before I let you take a knowledge at one. You've googled a lot of finance stuff. You're getting there, but not quite, Craft.
Aw.
You can almost math. Congratulations.
Aru, any purchases with XP?
No.
Okay, Demi.
Nah, not yet.
If I'm gonna spend anything, it's gonna be upping my Numina,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not for a while yet.
Okay, then I'm gonna call it a session here. Gonna end the recording and the stream. Thank you everyone for me.